Now we're recording. Good morning. I am so sorry about all the technical issues. We do not have a very full class, it seems, today. There are 10 of us. So just remember, it's science. I think today, honestly, will be fun because I think science is more fun than math some days. So all 10 of you need to participate at least once. Once you have participated once, you do not need to participate again unless you would like to. But especially people like Vilmon, Stela, Agni, Anusha, Lalita, Niraj, I can't see you, and that's fine. But you guys definitely need to participate. I can see Demaya and Draven and Jay and Alexis. So I know that they're not sleeping or playing video games or, not participating basically. So, again, you don't need to show your face, but you do need to participate. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can get started. Let me move this down, that up, boom. All right, guys. Today we are talking about heat flow. We're talking about heat flow. We're gonna just read this little thing right up here. Two solid blocks are heated to the temperature shown. The blocks are placed so they touch. Which diagram shows the direction the heat will flow? Um, so Oh, it usually gives us like a little lesson, but it doesn't seem to. So, um, if it doesn't give us a lesson and we get it wrong, I think that's when it gives us a lesson, unless you know the answer. Um, but yeah, we're all learning heat flow today. Even Mr. Hughes is going to learn about heat flow today. All right. Oh, again, as a reminder from what we learned yesterday, the chat box is only for class-related purposes. All right. Only So today it'd be science related or related to like maybe your microphone doesn't work and you need to type your answers or something. I do not want to see unnecessary call on me, choose me, or hey, best friend, how are you? Like, this isn't the time, all right? Okay, so um, first question with the diagrams, which direction is the heat gonna flow from these two blocks now that they're touching? All right, which direction is the heat going to flow? Right, I see Draven's hand. Draven,
The middle one?
you think this one?
Yeah, the middle one.
All right, so we go from this one to that one. Let's find out. So, and again, this is learning because it usually gives us like a little thing, like teaches us, but it didn't today, so that's weird, but potato potato. So the right answer, it seems, was 209 degrees Celsius flowing to, 189 degrees, meaning the heat flowed from the hotter object to the less hot object. All right? So it goes from the hotter object to the less hot object. And if you think about it in extremes, if you put a heater next to an ice cube, the ice cube's going to start to melt because the heat is flowing into the colder thing. All right? The heat always flows to the thing that is colder. All right? And then it explains it for us right here. An object's temperature tells you how hot or cold the object is. Hotter objects have higher temperatures, obviously, than cold ones. Think about two objects that have different temperatures. If the objects are touching, heat will flow from the hotter object to the cold one. All right, again, this gave us two pretty hot objects. It was like a very hot block and a hot block. So what happens? You guys know, because we've been doing it all week and last week, obviously heat makes ice melt, so the heat goes to the colder object. The ice doesn't, cool down the heat or anything. You know, if they are the same temperature, there is no heat flow. Nothing's happening. If you have two ice cubes next to each other, neither of them in the freezer. Obviously, if you put it in water, they'll all start to melt. But if you have two ice cubes in the freezer, they're not like, they're not making each other colder. They're not making each other warmer. They're just chilling next to each other. You know what I mean? Um, so, but whenever you have two objects, the hotter object puts the heat to the colder object. Okay, and now we know. Boom. Okay, if this is a sixth grader, I'm going to lose my mind. Whatever, I'm over it. This is fifth grade time. They can ask me questions from 12 to 2, as you guys know, and they should know. Which diagram shows the heat flow this time? All right, Draven already has his participation point for today. All right, so for now, I would like everyone else to participate. Until everyone's done it once, then we can call on more people. So Agni.
The first one?
The first one, he is correct. The heat went from the hotter object to the colder object. All right, we have 2 blocks again. The blocks are placed next to each other. Which diagram shows the heat flow? Which diagram shows the heat flow? Philmon.
The third one? The third one?
The third one right here?
Yeah, it says heat. No heat. Oh, that's no heat flow.
Right, that one says no heat flow.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a no heat flow?
No. Wait, it says which one shows the direction heat will flow.
Yes.
So, second one.
All right, so you think it goes from the colder object to the hot one?
No, it's supposed to go hot to cold.
Good. So then that means it has to be the first one.
Yeah.
So, and it's not much hotter. It's only hotter by like, what is that, 15 degrees? But since this one technically is hotter, this one gives the heat off to that one. All right?
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Heat flow. Where are we going? Alexis. Oh, kitty, you're sleeping.
Okay. Wait, it's not letting me.
What's wrong? I heard you for a second. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be those hotter to colder? So wouldn't it be the first one?
Yes. Yes, it would. Because 18 degrees, which is very cold actually. 18 degrees is usually what it's like when it's like snowing outside. And then 0 degrees is like ice, it's like super duper cold. But yeah, even that, like snow can still make ice melt because snow is warmer than ice, believe it or not. So yeah, that is true. So, and guys, just think of it like this, like if I'm freezing cold, and one of you is like just normal, like you're just like normal body temperature. If I got a hug from someone who just like is a normal body temperature, and then like they start like rubbing my back or something, they are warming me up. Their heat is coming to me now. Have you ever done that? Have you ever like hugged someone to get warmer? Anybody?
Penguins.
Me.
See, we got some participation. There we go. Yeah, so guys, if you've ever been cold and hugged someone and then they like rub your back and stuff, they're trying to warm you up. They're trying to give you their heat. All right? So that's basically all we're doing today. Okay? All right, same thing. We got 3 choices. Where is the heat going? Jay.
The middle one?
The middle one. That is correct. Good job, guys. We're doing pretty good with this one. Okay? So now we got to answer 6 questions in a row correctly. Now this one, 2 solid blocks. They're heated. They're placed so that they touch. Which diagram shows the heat flow? All right. It even looks like it's moving, which is kind of cool. But this one wants to know which one is the heat below. Anusha.
The middle one.
Right. Anusha thinks it's the middle one. All right, let me see if, does anybody disagree? Does anybody think it's a different answer?
I think it's a different answer.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
me too.
How did that happen? All right, hold on. Make sure we raise our hand. So just raise your hand if you disagree. So Agni raises hand, Kabir, Filman, Niraj, Alexis, Jay, Draven, Agni. Whoa. All right. Wow. So Kabir, you say you disagree. What do you think the answer would be then?
The third one.
I think it's the third one. So guys, for all of you that did raise your hand, yes, you actually are correct because these are the same number. This is 221, 221. Since they're the same, there is no heat flow, you know? If I'm cold and hug someone who is also cold, neither of us are gonna get any warmer. But if I'm cold and hug someone who is warm, they will help give me their warmth. But two cold people aren't gonna become warm, just like two sweaty people aren't gonna become cold. You know what I mean? So that is correct. Good job, Kabir. All right. Which diagram shows the heat flow? Which one shows the heat flow? All right. Again, let's try and call on people who have not gone at all. Niraj.
The first one.
The first one? All right. So hands down and then hands up if you disagree. Got Jay, Agni, Anusha, Alexis, Draven, Vilmon, and Damaya. Whoa. Damaya, so you disagree? Yeah? So Damaya, what do you think the right answer is then? Nothing? Damaya put in the chat, I think. End one? So she thinks it's this last one? All right. All right. Hands up if you disagree with that one. Right, we got a few hands. Okay. All right. Whoa. So Stella, I haven't heard from you. You said you disagree. So which one do you think it is?
Middle one.
The middle one. So guys, I'm going to go with Stella because 8 degrees, which is very cold, and then 0 degrees, which is super cold, even if this is cold, it would still warm up this one. It would do it very slowly, but it would still work. Snow is much warmer than ice. Believe it or not. It's weird to say that because they're both very cold, but if you put snow on top of ice and then you wait all day and then come back to it tomorrow, that ice will most likely be melted, or at least a little melted, because again, snow is cold, but it's not as cold as ice. So the heat is going from the snow to the ice. So good job, Stella. All right. I feel like these aren't even hard. They're just changing the shape. I don't know how changing the shape is supposed to confuse us, but whatever. All right, guys, heat flow. Where's the heat going? Keep in mind, everyone should participate at least once. I have 1, 2, 2, 2. 2 people who haven't participated at all. 2 people have not participated at all. Pooja, what do you think?
The first one.
Think it's the first one? All right.
Yes.
Okay, so we are going from 239 and given heat to 253. Does anybody else, oops, sorry. Does anybody else want to raise their hand maybe if they think it's a different one? Does anybody else think it's a different one maybe? I see a lot of hands. Whoa, I see a lot of hands. Dravin.
Hold up. Let me just look at this again. It's the middle one.
It's the middle one. So Pooja, you are super duper close. You're super duper close, all right? But it is the middle one actually because 253 is bigger than 239. So this one's actually hotter. And so since it's hotter, it puts the heat this way. All right? So that's why. So think of it like this. If this person is super hot and sweaty, and then this one person's super hot but not very sweaty, guess what? If they hug, the sweaty person is going to make this person feel hotter, and then they're probably going to start feeling sweaty. I don't know if you've ever done that. It's really gross, but it's true. If you ever have been hot, and then you hug someone who's hot and sweaty, you're going to start to get sweaty. And it's not fun. But yeah, that's why it's the middle one, because this one's actually hotter. All right, next one. I think these charts are so weird looking. All right, and at this point, I think there's only been one person I haven't heard from. All right, just one. And I would love to hear from that person if she can. Which direction is the heat going? Is it going from here to there? Is it going here to there? Or nothing? Lalita!
I didn't get to go.
Hold on, Demaya.
First one, I think.
It's the first one?
Yeah.
Lalita, you are right. Yes, because this one is bigger. This 180 is much bigger than 158. So again, we have a hot and sweaty person hugging a hot person, and then they're going to become hot and sweaty too, which is gross. And then Demaya, the reason why I didn't call on you is because you technically participated in the group chat. But if that offends you, I will be more than happy to call on you for this one. Demaya, which one shows the heat flow? She just said that.
The first one?
First one, she is correct. This one again is pretty much saying snow, because that's pretty cold, but ice. So snow is hotter than ice. So yes, that is correct. All right, we got another one, and I am almost 100% certain everyone has participated at least once. So now it is just up to anyone and everyone. Uh-oh. Hold on, someone's trying to get in. Who is trying to get in? Mohammed. Hold on, let me send. Guys, this is for everyone. Do not lose the link. We've been doing this for almost a month now. You guys should have the link by now. And it's on Google Classroom too. You just might have to scroll down a little. But is someone waiting? No, he's not. So I don't know why he's freaking out. Whatever. Over it. Oh no, miss. Sorry, I'm texting Miss Anderson. Okay. Merp. So guys, heat flow one more time. Sorry that took so long. Mohammed had to get in, and then Miss Anderson texted. So Pooja, I see your hand. Pooja, which one do you think it is?
The middle one.
Think it's the middle one?
Yes.
Pooja, you're super close. You're super close. Remember this number, so this number's small and that one's big. So we should flip it. So which one do we click on if we flip it?
First one.
Yes, good job. Yeah, because this number's bigger. This one's bigger, so the heat is gonna go this way. The bigger number always makes the heat go to the tiny number. Good job. Wait, is that really it? Are we done? Oh my gosh, that was the shortest class we've ever had. Okay,
Yeah.
well, class is done. That's funny. Well then, hold on, stay on mute. Don't get too excited. That's weird. We've never had a short class before, like this short of a class. It only took 30 minutes. Less than 30 minutes, I think. So I'm gonna stop